Thanks everyone again for tuning in. I think that's going to be the end of my set for tonight. I wanted to thank, as you may know or may not know, I'm being hosted in a restaurant called Canlis here in Seattle. And after my Friday sets, as some of you may also know, Canlis puts on a free bingo game for those who wish to participate. For more information, there's a link in the description of this video if you're wondering what's going on. And anyone who's not participating this week is free to mail in a card and participate next week. Again, I appreciate everyone tuning in and hope everyone's having a great night. And for now, we have Canlis Bingo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another night of Canlis Friday Night Family Bingo. We're joining you live here from the penthouse at Canlis Restaurant, where we, well, it's beautiful here. It's a calm night. Our boat's out on the lake. Just a few people still sort of enjoying the sunset at a Gasworks Park, and this is the look of a restaurant 7 weeks into a pandemic. This is the look of my third home haircut, and I think things are looking up. I think things are very much looking up. We'd like to invite you to join us if you're new to Canlis Family Night Bingo. This is a tradition now that's been going strong for all of 3 weeks now, and it's going to become near and dear to our hearts. And it's one of the newer traditions here in a restaurant that's been going for a long time. We've taken a liking to bringing on a few guest stars. I was just down in the porte cochere where we used to greet guests, open their car doors, and welcome them in to dinner. Well, nowadays we're just delivering meals, and as some of you know, we like to slip a little bingo card into those meals, and many of you are staring at those cards right now, just waiting for your chance to win. Don't worry, it's coming. But before we get there, I'd like to invite Nathan Bim, formerly a server of Canlis Restaurant and currently part of the other CDC, the Canlis Driver Corps. He has been delivering dinners faithfully across the city and across the bridge. Nathan, welcome. Welcome to Canlis. Welcome to Friday Night Bingo. It's such a pleasure to have you for the first time in the building in a long time. We don't really let drivers into the building anymore. And I'm thrilled to have you. It's good.
It's my first time walking around in weeks, and we were talking about how it even smells different. It feels different.
It does feel a little bit different,
yeah.
Right? And I was on the internet. Some of the staff were showing me what was happening on social media, and we came across a video of you singing a song on ukulele.
Yes.
And I understand you've been playing the ukulele for as long as we've been broadcasting this show.
Well, I've been really gaining closeness with this instrument for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I really can't overstate my level of skill and professionalism, really. I'm thinking about...
It's growing that quickly.
I don't know if Juilliard has a ukulele program, but...
But maybe soon.
Maybe soon after they hear this.
And, I've learned recently we have people watching this. Believe it or not, I'm not making this up, from around the world. We are honored if you're just joining us now for the very first time. This is week 3 of Friday Family Bingo Night here at Canlis Restaurant. And Juilliard, if you were listening, we've got some incredible talent. I have it on good faith that the man next to me has never performed live ever in front of anyone other than at a red light recently. You've been actually practicing ukulele while driving, or not driving around, but while waiting to deliver dinners.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was a way I was looking at my phone too much, and I just felt my brain rotting, so I wanted to replace it with something else.
And so as a practice here at Canlis, we've been asking ourselves the question, how do we spend our time better? What do we do with the forced stillness upon us? And you have chosen ukulele.
Yes.
We would be honored if you would grace us with the very first time you've ever sung in public.
Well, I know about 7 chords.
Yeah.
And you're about to hear a whole bunch of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All 7.
All 7.
Even some new ones, maybe.
Maybe, buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Nathan Bim.
Thank you so much. Raise your expectations. Miss my friends every day, but we have to stay 6 feet away. So I'm driving in my car, making deliveries near and far. Oh, I've been having a wine key that's collecting rust. Suits full of in my closet, all covered in dust. But makes me happy to think I can make your family feel restored by bringing some food to your door. So keep buying those family meals, because helps keep me behind the wheel. And keep buying your CSA, because it is gonna help me pay for colorful socks and landscaping rocks and avocado toast and student loans. Just do one more thing for me. Stay safe at home with your family. Even if your family is potted plants. Yeah! Some people live alone.
Some people do live alone.
They have potted plants.
It's so inclusive of you to remember all those at home tonight. If you're joining us just now, Canlis Family Bingo, and you're alone with the plant, just nestle that plant in right next to you, pull out a bingo card, get a dark black pen, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to play a little bingo. Nathan, you know, we have a tradition here, long-standing tradition of inviting our guests to co-host with us. And I know that personally, having spent a lot of years with him, Chris could use as much help as he can get. And would you mind? I could just have the crew get you all set up here. And would you mind co-hosting with us, playing a little bingo with us?
I would love nothing more.
We'd be honored. Why don't you carefully extract yourself from that stage we built out of milk crates, and we'll just, while he's doing that, folks, I'd like to remind everyone just exactly how this works. This is the Canlis thank you note, Ben. You know, we don't get thank you notes anymore because, well, we're not really in business the way we used to be, but we are doing deliveries, and like I said earlier, that's the best way to get a bingo card. But if you just like to play bingo, maybe you'd like to send a card to your friend, and maybe you'd just like them to be a part of something family and familiar, something wholesome and true, well, bingo could be for you, and we recommend just sending us a postcard. I'm reminded of, today I'm reminded of the Hopkins family. Yes, I gave them a little bit of a shout out last week, and they've returned the favor with another stunning postcard of a blizzard. To the Hopkins family, I'm sorry you didn't win last week. Maybe this week's your night. You know, thank you to Jessica. This is Jessica from, Seattle, Washington. Jessica reminds us that this postcard, I don't know if you can see this, but it says, "Joy is contagious. Be a carrier." You know, it can be any kind of postcard, folks, and regardless of whether the words in the postcard have not aged well, such as the words contagious and carrier. Jessica, thanks for reminding us to focus on joy this time of year. I appreciate that, and good luck to you, Jessica, as you play bingo tonight. This one came in here. I love this one, Jason. It's a full letter, as you can see, and what we have is we have a bunch of stamps, and I thought, no, that's not the way it works. We'll totally send you the bingo card for free. It's like, we feel like it's part of our, being part of the community. And so I thought, well, that's sweet of her. And then I open it up to find out that she's written a letter, and then she's requested bingo cards for 10 of her best friends. Jane, thanks for the stamps, because these are hard times for the restaurant, and this is actually going to help since we're sending bingo cards to everybody you know. This is also a time that, like I said last week, a postcard can just be made of anything. And I'm going to keep stalling here while my friend Nathan Bim gets ready. This one here, my idea of the perfect weekend is one that lasts until Friday. This card here, Holly, been getting me in touch with my inner narcissist. I haven't accomplished a whole lot in life, but when this came in and there was a postcard of me, I gotta admit that made me pretty excited, and then I felt kind of guilty about how exciting that was. And then this one came in. I don't know if you can see that, but that's also me, and I'm holding an egg carton, which for some reason has kind of become a symbol of this show. If you weren't with us in the early days, like last week, you know that I've been putting egg cartons in the piano, and tonight we're doing something different. We're We're going to take care of those. You guys, this one here came in. That's a picture of me also. And like I said, it got me pretty excited. I've been staring at it all week. I'd be lying if I told you otherwise. It now lives right up there in front of my computer. And then this one came in. Chris, you'll be happy to know that you're also in a postcard. These are, we're not making this up, people. This got mailed to us, which I think is amazing. So thank you to the folks at Printworks. I happen to know that this was made, this is interesting, Brian. I don't know if you read this. Did you read the back of this one? Is this from Brian Thompson's crew? Yeah. Man, Brian Thompson, Printworks, they've been printing canless menus. In fact, his father first started printing canless menus in 1950, and he's been printing our menus ever since. And Brian, you have more business coming your way because we can't reuse menus anymore, so I imagine we'll just keep printing these suckers every night so we don't when the Inslee turns on the restaurants again, that'll happen if, who knows, doesn't matter, we'll be here and you'll be there and we're gonna put this thing together. But this says, this week on bingo night, how to buy a drink for someone at the bar, casually slip them your number and still maintain social distance. Thanks Thompson Printing and Seattle Printworks for believing in us that we were that powerful. Folks, this was amazing. I just was so touched by this. This card was from Jay, age 3. And Jay, if there's something I've learned in the past couple of weeks, it's that the power of sending someone a little art and a postcard, there's no reason you just have to send these to us for bingo cards. You should you should follow what Jay did. He picked up a card and he just painted something on it. And Jay, your artwork is now all over the world, my friend. Thank you and good luck to you. And Jay, if you could tell your parents that we need their mailing address. They've sent us an email here, Jay, so they actually mailed us their email. So my reservationist said she emailed them back and are asking for their address. So if you're not playing tonight, Jay, you can just write numbers under the words bingo and you can play along with us. And Mom and Dad, you got an email in your inbox waiting for you. We just need that good old-fashioned address. Finally, folks, I want to read this one to you. This kind of touched my heart. Please send a bingo card to my mom. My friends and I are trying to give her something fun to look forward to. She's going through chemo right now, chemo treatments at the moment, and it's a really hard time. We are hosting a mom prom and would love to have bingo be a part of it. Thank you so much for providing food and entertainment. Judy, who's fighting cancer tonight, from all of us at Canless Restaurant, we think you got this. You got it, girl. And not only that, you got bingo cards in your hand this evening. I wish you all the luck in the world. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the third ever installment of Canless Friday Night Bingo. Chris, what do you say? Are we ready to get this show on the road?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you describe for us exactly how it works?
Yeah. So you've all been receiving delicious food and drink throughout the week. I hope you are enjoying it. So we're playing bingo. You have a multitude of cards, and so we're playing 2 rounds of bingo this evening. So you can use your cards judiciously however else you'd like, but essentially playing 2 rounds of bingo here in which any line of 5 in a row, either vertically, horizontally, or diagonally, will win you that bingo card. So again, just mark those numbers off, text us a picture, and if you've not have that number in front of you or if you've forgotten it, we can be reached here at the restaurant at 480-702-1978.
That's 480-702-1978.
We have one operator standing by.
We have one operator standing.
Yeah.
Is that my brother again?
I think so. Is he
there he
wearing
is.
sweatpants again this
Hey,
week?
Brian, thanks for putting on real shoes. Last week you graced us with your slippers. Yeah, no, you look good today. I just want to say I'm proud of you. Yeah, okay.
All right, so yeah, 480-702-1978. So, Nathan, this is your first time, in the building in a few weeks. So, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
It feels good.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Well, it's good to have you.
Nathan, have you ever played bingo before?
I played bingo once.
Which qualifies you as just as much as it qualifies any of us broadcasting around the world tonight. So the way this is going to work is we'd ask you to dig the salad tongs into all those bingo balls, shuffle them up as best as you can, make it as fair as you possibly can, because we've got
All
right, first number and letter of the evening, I-30. We are starting this evening with I-30.
I-30. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as a reminder, you're trying to cross off any of those numbers that you get, and just remember, we're going to play a couple rounds tonight. A couple rounds of bingo. We like to start off with an easy round and then go to the big round afterwards. I don't care how many cards you have.
Next up, I-25.
I-25. You could play them all in the first round. You could play them all in the second round. Experts say you have better chances on the second round since typically less people play the second round, but that's a decision we leave in your hands.
Oh, very good. B13, the next number. B13.
B13. B13. Lucky B13.
Excellent. Very good. N32.
It's N32.
N32.
Is it N32?
It is.
All right. Thank you.
And we're on our third week of double-sided tape.
I don't know what kind of double-sided tape we use here at Canlis, but
Well,
gosh.
it's quality
it's
double-sided
sticky.
tape. Only the best at Canlis.
Only the best at Canlis, even the tape.
N38, the next number.
That's N38, ladies and
N38.
gentlemen. N38. Chris, maybe you could read off those first 5 numbers for
Yeah.
us. Those who are just kind of joining us, getting their pens out and laying those bingo cards across the living room floor.
Any of you that have joined us late, we've started off I-30, I-25, B13, N32, and N38.
N38. Go ahead and take us there, Nathan. Might I say you look dashing for someone who was just delivering dinners this evening? You always
say
look
thank
dashing.
you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I believe the man
yeah,
just paid you a
it's-
compliment.
I was trying to be cool. I'm
Well,
sorry.
we know that's not your strong
You
point.
never
I
works.
think you
Yeah,
crushed being
that's
cool.
fine.
I think.
G51.
G50. Oh, G. Oh, G51. Once again, this is being filmed in front of a live studio audience of exactly 3 people, all of whom are committed to being quarantined here at the restaurant with us. That's my brother and Marion, who we missed on the show. We're trying to get her back, but
Our quarantine, if you will.
wow! Did you make that? Has anyone said that before? Can we say that on the air right now?
I stole it from Marin.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
Marin
Welcome,
Patrick.
you're
Wait.
welcome.
I think quarantine is an amazing. This is our quarantine, and I feel like 7 weeks ago we should have figured that out because I've been looking at you guys a lot.
I-28.
I-28 for those of you that are still playing bingo and have no interest in what we call each other here at Canlis. Don't worry. We haven't lost our way.
All right. Next number, O69.
069.
069.
Number from the first week. It's the second time we've seen 069. Nathan, you're doing an exceptional job. And might I say, I loved that song on the ukulele. I thought you show a lot of promise.
Next is O72.
072. As a reminder, boys and girls, you're looking for 5 in a row. That space in the middle is free. Just comes with the card, comes that way. Feel free to exit off right now, or if you have one of those fancy bingo stampers, you can just stamp it.
Staying in the O camp, we have O61.
061. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful 061.
Do you have a favorite bingo number, Chris?
You know, I'm partial to B12.
I like I-27.
I hope we get either of those numbers this evening.
Either this or the next round. Would
And
be
you know, if
phenomenal.
you win tonight with either B12 or I-27, we're going to throw in a little something special. I am making this up right now. But Brian, is that a huge... Can I see that box? Can we slide that box over? I feel like we need to sweeten the prize a little bit. You know, last time we had Rob Gray and his incredible knives, and no, bring that over. You know what? We were.
That's so
I don't want to
fancy.
waylay the show because every week my wife says, "Really, honey? 27 minutes to play 2 rounds of bingo?" But
Oh.
wait, hold on a second. I wasn't even stalling because we may have a bingo. Now hold on a second. Because I haven't officially sweetened the prize. So should we sweeten the prize before the bingo? I'm going to sweeten the prize anyway because there's enough of this prize to go around. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a box of chocolates. Came to us from our friends at Valrhona in France. It's quite heavy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it into the CSA box and send it your direction. Because in the old days, when we were a fine dining restaurant and you were leaving and grabbing a matchbook and a toothpick, we'd hand these out, but we don't hand these out anymore, and I'm gonna be honest, these chocolates aren't getting any fresher. So we're gonna put 10 pounds of Valrhona chocolate in your CSA box, and you can do whatever you want with that. It's quite a hefty box. When you pour it, look at that. I don't know, I just wanted to do that. And I won't put those chocolates on the floor in your box. There's plenty left in this one, and trust me, there's so much more in the storage room where that came from. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play for not only for CSA box, but for chocolate tonight. Brian, is it true that we have a winner? Hold on, we may have a winner. Have we confirmed the winning numbers?
4 winners.
We have 4 winners.
And
The very first.
Waiting for name confirmation.
We're waiting for name confirmation. So after you. You know, Chris, what is that winning number for the round 2 players who are disappointed that they may not have won round 1? Now in round 2, you're gonna text a photo of the winning card, and your name
They
would
are
be great.
indeed.
We kind of need a name, is the way this game works.
If they want to be just ahead of the curve, go ahead and just kind of type that into your phone, 480-702-1978. We know you're at the edge of your seats already with the anxiety of game 1 over, but just have that ready to rock, and we'll have a picture. I'm hearing from our correspondent, Aaron.
Confirmed winner.
Aaron is our confirmed
Aaron,
bingo
we have
winner.
a confirmed winner.
Congratulations,
We have a
Aaron.
confirmed winner. I feel like every time this happens, I feel like it's a big deal, like we accomplished something, but really we haven't accomplished a whole lot. You know, thank you, JR. So I'd like to take a moment at this time to maybe explain what they've won. And, the last couple of weeks I've been working my way through the CSA box. Folks, CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. It's a way that we can buy goods and, I was going to say goods and services, but the farms don't. Anyway, it's a way we can buy things from the farms that we used to turn into fancy tweezer food and set it on little plates and rush it out to you. Now we just put it in a cardboard box and let you do all that work. And you know what? If this isn't a time to be cooking, baking bread, making homemade meals to the family and sitting around the table, well, you're not going to get a better opportunity than Corona Days. So I want you to take advantage of that. To help me through this moment, that's a good call. Maybe we should glove up here. Is it time to glove up? Because I was told that this was the very best of CSA. To help us through that, we have our new assistant who didn't know that he'd be blindfolded with a tie, but there's nothing else to do with ties these days other than wear them on this silly show. And
You know, I didn't know it, but I don't mind it.
you don't mind it.
I feel comforted.
Because you're one of our best servers, because you know the food by heart, I wanted the viewership at home to feel a little bit able to connect with you, right? So
I
maybe they
didn't
don't know
know
what these things are. Maybe they don't work with these things all the time, and they may be scared of a CSA box, frankly. You know, you never know what they're growing out there in the Skagit Valley. So, Chris, how's this going to work exactly?
All right, so I'm just going to hand you some things, and you're going to tell me what it is. And if you need the glove there for more tactile sensation, that's
There you go.
if
You
prefer.
can put that second glove on. You know, gloves work better in twos,
In pairs.
just like phone calls and
Me and
Martinis.
Chris.
dates. Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, you guys are like a team, really. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to hand something. And we just want you to sort of describe what it is, really. Tell them what they've won, Nathan.
Can I tell you I didn't know what CSA meant? I just learned for the
You
first
just
time.
learned. You've been
That's
delivering
true.
CSA boxes for 7 weeks. You just
no
learned.
idea. It's just a thing that exists.
What do you have there? What do you have?
This feels like, I'm going to say this feels like a nice ground meat, maybe, but it is in a paper bag, which is disconcerting. Ground meat in a paper bag.
It is-
Good for meatloaf. Paper bag meatloaf, as we all know, which is served
It's actually not ground beef in a paper bag.
It is a pork
We're
loin?
still abiding by health code. Even though a lot of things have shut down, the health department is not. And so if they're listening, we want them to know that this is not ground beef in a paper bag.
I have no idea what this is.
In fact, that's freshly ground flour, isn't it?
It is indeed.
We get our flour milled for us from Cairn Springs. They mill it fresh. It's if you've never had fresh milled flour, folks, it's about 600 times better than the typical flour that's been sitting on shelves for months and months.
Texturally, it's gorgeous.
Texturally, it's more nutritious. What do you have here? Now, tell us what's in that bag there.
I'm going to say this is freshly milled flour. No, it's better be ground meat.
In fact, it is ground meat. It is ground meat, and at this rate, this show will take another 27 minutes, and my wife will not let me hear the end of it this evening. So go ahead and reach in that box and tell us what else was in the box. Yes. Now what were those? Maybe you could hold it to the camera. So hold it up. So yeah, there we go. So everyone can see.
These feel like, I think it's called negi or something like that. It's like a really big Japanese sort of like a scallion and a leek combo, doing a nice like a skewered chicken over some charcoal. You know what I mean?
Very close. Yes, I like the recipe. I like. Yes, you could absolutely skewer some chicken.
A little bit of
Chris, what do we
teriyaki in
have
there.
there, Chris?
He's correct.
That is essentially scallion. It's going to green garlic is what I was told earlier. It's the first of the season. Green garlic. You know, there's a reason we don't bring chef on the show because this segment would just take so much less time. As you can tell, none of us are the people that source these things. What do you have there, Nathan? Try to be gentle
Vegetables.
with that one. Doesn't take well to manhandle.
The green, I'm going to say a nice lettuce or a brassica.
I can't tell from here, but yes.
He taught me what brassica means.
Yes.
It is in the brassica family.
Ah!
Is it broccoli rabe?
It's a broccoli rabe.
Broccoli
We have
rabe.
broccoli rabe. Yes, there you are. A little broccoli rabe. What else you have in there, Nathan? The box is in front of you. It's still in front of you. Yeah, just reach in there and pull something out.
A little bit of radishes.
A little bit of radishes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You can hand them over. That's right. You have to take them from him. He can't really see. What else is in that box there?
Oh, please, after you, Nathan.
For those of you wondering if this is the box you're going to win, Aaron, it is not the box you're going to win. We're going to give you a fresh box that has not been molested.
This is a plastic cup.
Yeah. Very good.
Nailed it.
What's inside of it?
Dairy, I'm going to say.
Dairy.
Some sort of a dairy.
I believe it is. I believe it's dairy.
Let's
We're pulling
say,
dairy
let's say,
from all
let's
sorts
say
of
like
farms.
a nice creme fraiche.
Close.
Like garnish a goulash with it, maybe.
It's close.
Like a good, nice goulash garnish here. Cream.
It's a fresh cheese.
Fresh cheese.
Yes.
You could say.
And for extra points, can you tell me the last time we used creme fraiche on our menu?
I'm going to say 2006.
You were not even here in 2006, but I
I was a
appreciate
guess.
you. Yes. Keep moving through that box, please. We're just gonna.
The key here is blind confidence.
Yes.
That's it. More radishes, but a different kind. Maybe a beet. You know what else you can do with beets? Put it in that goulash that you put your creme fraiche on.
I believe
can
those
stop
beets
already.
are turnips. I'm pretty
Turnips.
sure those are the turnip.
The radishes of the beets. The beets of the radish family. I've heard them called many times.
Yes.
Either carrots or asparagus.
Well played. Those are asparagus. Those are asparagus. You know, for the sake of brevity and because the children all have bedtimes, why don't we just assume that everything else in the box is, maybe we could just tip the box towards them and show them, yes, there's all kinds of things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we ever played the game, What's in the Box? Oh, there are the eggs. There are the eggs.
Careful with
We
those.
have, some, looks like some bok choy there and some, we're featuring a bunch of cheeses. There's salamis. You're going to be happy with what's in the box. Trust me, it's going to be incredible. I believe we also put a $100 gift certificate. Is that true, Marin? And now, while they're cleaning up that and resetting the stage for round two, I'd like to have a word from our sponsors. Jason, isn't my timing right on the word from the sponsors? If you could cue up the sponsor music that we've been practicing all week. You know, we do this every week, and as it turns out, we, on week 3, still don't have any sponsors. But this came in from Richard P. Patrick, attorney at law. Yes, the fine attorneys at Richard P. Patrick, attorneys at law. In fact, there's not an S on that. There must just be one. Is our very first sponsor, and Richard actually said to us, you know, I would like to donate the sponsorship to a charity of our choice. And I would like to announce that Big Table, once again, all of the merchandise we've been selling and all of you have been donating to Big Table. They're taking care of restaurant industry workers who are having a hard time with the current situation. There are so many of them out there right now. Big Table. This check goes out to you. This is $500. So we still don't have any sponsors, but they're the folks that Richard P. Patrick, attorney at law, all the way out there in Gig Harbor. Thanks for watching our show, and thank you for sort of sponsoring Bingo Night at Canlis. In fact, I would count that as a sponsorship. I feel like
I would
that
say
check.
that's 6 pieces of 8.5 by 11 paper. A perfect representation
That's
of
the
the
best we could.
generousness.
That's the best we could
of
do.
Mr.
And I said, "How about a big check?" You guys taped together the paper, and
I think it's great.
I think it's amazing.
It's one.
I also think it allows all of the funds to go actually to Big Table, as opposed to being spent on a big check, because we all know those checks are not easy to produce. Okay, moving on to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Richard, Thank you, sir. And the folks at Big Table, thank you. I have it on good authority. I think I read from their newsletter. They've been serving hundreds of people in the Seattle area and Spokane and San Diego. They really do incredible work. There are so many organizations that have stood up in this hard time, and there are also organizations that have been going forever. And Big Table's been around for 10 years. It's an organization that we at Canlis believe wholeheartedly in. And if you want, there's a way to donate to them on the internet. Okay, here we go with round 2.
Round 2, if you're just tuning in, the number, if you remember, to text the picture of that winning bingo card and the family meal stamp is 480-702-1978. Are you ready, Nathan?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, don't call, just text. It's a very rudimentary system we have set up.
Whenever you toss a salad, this is actually how you should do it. Right here. Smart Candles taught me that. Because if you do it like this, it looks like you're angry at the salad. You're stabbing it.
Sure, show them. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's how we hold it. That's how we. I learned that from the original servers from Canlis Restaurant. Both these gentlemen used to be servers, folks. They used to toss salads for a living, and now I guarantee they were not expecting this to ever happen. But we're going to be tossing bingo balls. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got the first number of the second game. 062.
062, folks, for just joining us. This is round 2. Put those old bingo cards away. Throw them in the fireplace. Recycle them if you want. Put them in the kitty litter box or under your parakeet. They're of no value now. We're on round 2.
N35.
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 That's a good one.
Close to your number, Nathan, but it's I-29.
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 It's a soft number. I like it. Calming.
I have no idea what that means, but. Very good. N33. It's the third ball.
33.
33.
The third ball is 33. There's some beautiful.
Could you remind the audience they need a fresh card? They can't.
Indeed, yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this just in from my brother Brian. You know, can we get a shot of Brian again? I feel like, once again, there we go. Brian, is it true we need to remind the audience? Why are you hiding behind your computer screen? Where are your headphones? Last time you had headphones. You look so much more official with headphones on.
Sound guy now. That's why.
We have a sound guy now. Tristan, thank you for volunteering. Tristan just learned he's volunteering. Earlier, he thought we were paying him a lot of money for this, but we actually just pay him bingo cards, Tristan. So I hope you're following along closely. We are reminding you, folks, that this is round 2. Somehow every week this is tricky for folks. So I'm just going to make it crystal clear. We played the early round, and then we kind of do a little break there. We make stuff up for a while, and that's to get you a chance to either put your kids to bed, shake it on their cocktail, but basically get the second round of cards going. So you can't actually use the first numbers on your second bingo card. I know bingo's an old game, and a lot of us are out of practice, so it's just helpful to be super clear about the rules there. So you're still receiving text about that. Okay, Brian says we can go. We're cleared to go, ladies and gentlemen, for the fifth ball.
That fifth ball is 063.
063. 063. There it is. That's the fifth ball.
B8.
B8, awfully close to your number, B12.
Awful close.
Is B8 a vitamin? Do we know? Is that one of the vitamins? B12 is a vitamin.
It is. I think there's several B vitamin compounds,
I
perhaps.
feel like this show just exposes exactly how ignorant we are. The early days. Yeah.
I-26, next up.
I-26.
So close.
I-26.
I'm so sorry.
Close, so
Okay.
close.
You know, I love all these numbers. This bingo's a lot more fun when you really get to know the numbers. Like,
Right? Yeah. You
give them a little personality.
know them over there? Yeah.
Make them smile.
Yeah.
B9, next number.
B9?
B9.
I feel like B9 is a vitamin. Maybe that was a cereal when I was a kid.
There's got to be at least 2 or 3 vitamins out there. At least.
The 9, I see. Yeah, I see what it's coming here.
071.
071.
071.
Ladies and gentlemen, up and down, left and right. That's vertical or horizontal. We'll even take diagonal. You can use that free space on the diagonal. Any of those will get you bingo. You're going to text a photo to that number. Talk about it, Chris. Talk about it. Where are we at?
N37.
That's N37. You know, to all of you that are sending photos to my brother right now, for some reason he keeps cracking up, and I appreciate that, actually. It's distracting to him, and we have no idea what he's talking about. None of us are actually, we touch our ears, but we're actually not on microphones. That's just a little movie magic that we like to do. And he whispers things, and we nod our heads, and we go like this, and we wink and smile. Brian, what are you talking about over there?
We have lots of people volunteering to sponsor.
No way!
Very exciting.
Oh, that's incredible! Hold on a second. 70 years in business, that's never happened. That was great music.
He's so
I feel
much
like we could
better.
do this if we actually. Okay, on with the show. What? Where are we at here?
I have the next number.
Let's do it.
I have the next number. That number is G52.
G52.
You watching at home, G52.
So Jason, I feel like if playing in the bar doesn't work out, or the fact that you're a PhD solving the world, you could actually do game show host music. This is like you're natural. I mean that. I seriously mean that. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, quite right.
No, my bad. Just talking
G48.
G48.
G48, the next number.
G48. Marin excited about G48. Personal favorite of hers. Marin's hosted a lot of bingo in her day, and that's probably a lucky
should all
one
have a
from her
favorite bingo
past.
number.
Yeah, we should all. There we go.
N40.
N40.
N40. That's the next number. I feel like this board's getting a little full.
Keep those balls coming. I have a good on 30. We've officially made this the longest show yet.
Very good. B4.
B4.
Perhaps another vitamin.
I think it is. I feel like so unaware of vitamins right now.
Sorry, this is coming in.
Hold on. We have a bingo.
We have a bingo.
Hold on. We have a bingo.
B8, yes.
I-26.
I-26, yes.
Free space.
Free space, yes.
G52.
G52, yes.
I hope it's J. I hope it's J.
62, yes.
That incredible postcard.
That's it. That's a bingo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bingo. We have a bingo. We have CSA. We have chocolate.
Who was
We
our
have
first recipient
More
there,
vegetables than you'll know how to cook. There's cheese, and we have 12 bingos.
12
Good
bingos.
heavens, I've never seen my brother more excited. And we've worked together for 20 years running a fancy restaurant. But this is the most fun he's ever had. So I know we promised reopening.
Who's the first one, Brian?
Text me back.
We gotta know.
We have 21 winning bingo cards. What was that final ball? What was that? B4, apparently. Is a very lucky number.
Aditi.
Aditi.
Aditi from wherever you live, congratulations. I can't be more excited for you on this Friday night, Friday Family Bingo. Here, the third episode ever. Jason Lux, thank you again for. Oh, you know what? We were going to go out with one. Can we finish with the final song? Would you? Do you have another? It's so funny. I took away your stage and poured chocolate all over. Hold on a second. Here we go. Bring back the stage.
Can I say he's so much better at piano than I am at ukulele?
Yeah, you can say that. It doesn't matter because I promised the children there'd be one final set tonight.
Well, you've been playing for what, at least 4 or 5 weeks then?
And here you are, sir. I feel like, go ahead and get it on up there. It's probably not going to fall over. I'm going to need that mic turned on. I'm probably going to stay away from you, just distancing myself.
And I turn off this guy, right? I have to find the song, but it's going to be good. I have the lyrics, I just don't have the chords, but we're going to figure it out from the 7 I know. Puppy dogs like getting scratched right above their tail. Oh well. And baby turtles like getting brushed right on their shell. Ooh. And meerkats go to community college, making friends up and down the halls. And if you ever fight a kangaroo, they'll kick you right in your face. And baboons like to use power tools, and baby elephants are breaking all of the rules. But there's one thing that I know for a fact, and that's that baby elephants like getting, puppy dogs. Maybe baby elephants too.
I think they both like it.
Scratched on their lower back.
There it is. Incredible. I loved
good.
it. I loved it.
Juilliard, here I come.
Juilliard, here I come. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Nathan Bim, the first time he has ever sung or played anything in public. I'm Mark Canlis. This is Canlis Restaurant Family Friday Night Bingo. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Good night. Does anyone know how to turn this thing off? Brian's still getting bingos.
So many pets playing bingo.
So many pets playing bingo.